This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Rusk, and while the situation is much better now, 2 years ago today, we were bracing for what would become the brutal battle against coronavirus here in Kern County. You may remember the scenes, people lining up for hours before stores would open, just trying to get toilet paper, Disneyland and other theme parks announcing they would shut down for 2 weeks, although it ended up being more than a year. We even acquired a new vocabulary, learning words like Zooming. We used the word unprecedented so many times, it became a common word in everyday conversation. On March 17th, 2020, the first coronavirus test came back positive in Kern County. Since then, it has infected more than 240,000 people, the worst days defined by these 4 peaks. Although the deadliest days would happen 9 months into the pandemic. Now, 2,204 people who were alive with us 2 years ago have died from the virus. That number has since been updated. We'll get to that in a minute. But throughout this pandemic, we saw the number of deaths increase on a daily basis. What we can't fully comprehend is the immense pain of families watching someone they love hooked up to breathing tubes and lying alone in a hospital bed as they took their last breath, saying their final goodbyes over video calls. Hope did arrive in the form of a shot. So many people didn't take advantage of the protection, and they paid the ultimate price. County health officials say at least 921 people in Kern County have died since the vaccines became available. Lives, they said, could have been spared if they have just received their inoculations. Now, while the pandemic was difficult for all of us, very few saw the true reality of the toll the virus was taking on our county. Our nurses were the ones who did. We tracked the numbers, they saw the faces. Every day they walked into a hospital ready to treat patients severely ill with this contagious virus, while putting themselves and their own families at risk. On a day like today, as we look back at the beginning of this terrible journey we've all been on, we thank our heroes who exhausted themselves to protect our community and help all of us move back to a pre-pandemic life, a victory that we so desperately wanted to see. So now on this 2-year anniversary, let's take a look at the latest COVID-19 case numbers here in Kern County. This morning, Kern County Public Health updated the dashboard to show 108 new positive cases and 18 new deaths attributed to COVID-19. That means 2,222 people have died as of this second anniversary of the pandemic. State data shows we have 47 patients hospitalized with the virus in Kern County and 8 in intensive care units. Good news is that's 2 fewer than yesterday. And now in lighter news happening today, it is St. Patrick's Day, of course. Now, if you want to head somewhere local to celebrate today, several Bakersfield bars and restaurants are getting into the holiday spirit. The Padre Hotel will serve a special menu, including Bailey's French toast, corned beef hash, shepherd's pie, and Irish lava cake. Yum. For a full list of local St. Patty Day deals, just head over to our website, kget.com.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OB/GYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Let's get back to some big headlines for the day. A 77-year-old woman has pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter in the shooting death of her elderly roommate at a Bakersfield retirement home. Sandra Bonertz entered the plea in court this morning and is expected to be sentenced to 10 years in prison next month. A caregiver discovered the body of Bonert's 83-year-old roommate, Winnie Smith, on July 11th in the room that they shared at Pinewood Glen Retirement Community. She had been shot in the chest 3 times. According to court documents, Sandra Bonertz told police that Smith, quote, asked me to do it, and I did it. Read more on this case on our website, kget.com. And in your 17 Crime Watch, Bakersfield police say they have taken 18-year-old Daniel Moran into custody for his role in the shooting of 2 victims on Saturday on Bell Terrace near Newstein Road. As we are taking a look back at this case, he's been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, as both victims are still listed in critical condition. Police say this is an ongoing investigation, and anyone with information on this shooting is asked to call police at 327-7111. Meanwhile, Kern's secret witness is offering a reward of up to $2,500 for information leading to the location and arrest of Christian Gaines. He is suspected of shooting and killing 21-year-old Justin Griffin Jr. during a gang confrontation on November 3rd on Weibel Road near Plans Road. Detectives say forensic evidence links him and two other suspects, Demetrius King and David Gray, to the scene and to the Chevy Malibu used in the homicide. Gaines is described as being 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighing 210 pounds. He has several neck tattoos. Police say he is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached by the public. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Gaines, please call Secret Witness at 322-4040. All right, so now to news making headlines around the state. A group of Democrats in the state assembly this morning will announce a $400 gas rebate proposal. Lawmakers say this rebate would go into all California taxpayers' pockets, regardless if you own a car or you drive a car. Lawmakers say their rebate would use $9 billion from the state's budget surplus, which is expected to be more than $45 billion. The announcement comes amid Republican calls to suspend the state's gas tax. Democrats say the rebate is a much better approach because suspending the tax does not guarantee oil companies will pass the savings to the consumers. So how soon can lawmakers make this happen? Well, Assembly members will unveil full details for their proposal later today after the floor session is over. And as we watch the price at the pump rising here at home, let's take a look at the current costs. AAA says the national average for a gallon of gas is down again slightly today at $4.28, but here in California, it's still on the rise, currently $5.78. Here in Kern County, it is $5.71. That is up 3 cents from yesterday. Now, if you need to find the cheapest prices at a gas station near you, head over to the traffic tab on our website, kget.com. We have a gas tracker there for you.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.